Hello, welcome to Scratch 3D Printer. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this new 3D printer called LightMake L4. Let's scratch to this topic. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing this advertisement for this new 3D printer called the L4 from LightMake. And this 3D printer definitely seems interesting. From the ads, I see that it has 4 independent tool heads and a really big build volume that can print 4 items at the same time with the 4 independent tool heads, and it definitely looks interesting. So let's go ahead and check out this 3D printer on the website and see what kind of 3D printer this is. Okay, let's dig deeper into this 3D printer right here. This is the LightMake L4 from LightMake themselves. I have never heard about this brand before. This is the first time I heard about this brand. But let's just dig deeper into this L4 3D printer. To fully summarize this 3D printer, it has 4 independent print head that can be printed simultaneously with one another. Going to what they have on their website here. So right here, it's a VIP offer. What this is you do a $50 deposit as a reservation for extra saving on this 3D printer. And if we take a look at here, it's $8.99 for the L1 pack. If we look at right here, it says L1. So I believe that's only for one print head, not 4. Because this is the L4. And before we judge the pricing, let's dig deeper into what you will get from this. So let's just go on to the next image right here. You pay $50, you unlock a potential saving up to $1,300 off, plus some free PLA, priority shipping. I'm not sure if the shipping's free. I assume it's not. It's pretty much like the Snapmaker that make the $50 for shipping. You get a 1-year warranty. So right now, for this early phase, you can pay the $50 right now, which is refundable before Kickstarter launch. If the Kickstarter launch, then I don't think it's refundable anymore. Then once the Kickstarter launch, you will back the product on Kickstarter and save up to $1,300. And after the campaign ends, if they reach the goal and they decide to pursue with this 3D printer, you will get your 3D printer. But if they don't, hopefully they refund all the money plus the deposit so that you can get all the money back. But that's how these work. I actually never backed one of these before, but I do consider doing this one, to be very honest. And if we take a look at the last image here, we can see this 3D printer right here with 4 independent print heads, and hopefully it's at this price, $1,099. So just by taking a look at these images here, why would you want 1 independent tool heads versus 4, right? When it's only $200 more and you get the 4 print head. And we can take a look at this size right here. It is really big, 395 by 395 by 386. That is really big. It's a lot bigger than the K2 Plus or the Cobra S1 Max. Go down here and see why this L4 stands out. It has 4 independent print heads, linear motor beltless drive. This is what caught my attention. The 3D printer here uses magnet. It does not use belt drive or anything like that. It uses magnet. And if you think about it, if it's using magnet, when it moves, it's almost quiet because there's no belt. 1 second tool head changes, 0 purge waste, definitely. The only waste you're going to be getting is when you swap a color, and then it's just going to purge out the old filament out. Anti-vibration design. So it's using magnet as the moving. So that leads to anti-vibration. And if you take a look at this, right? They use a coin right there, and the coin is not falling over. Next image here show a large build volume, 345 by 370 by 386. And I believe this is with the 4 tool heads. If it's not with the 4 tool heads, it's gonna be this side right here. And they also claim that the motion is very precise. It's just this small, which is pretty small. And if we take a closer look at this last image right here, it's using magnet, the north to south to north. So at the top here, it's gonna repel from the bottom. That's how this is gonna move. And it's stable with 50,000 plus hour of usage. Here's one question I have, right? For magnet, it does not have the precise placement that you want as like a belt driven. Well, even for the belt, it has these VFA, right? Because the belt, it has teeth. And when the motor rotates, the teeth has to lock inside of the tooth and that other thing, if you think about it. Put it this way, if you drive a car and you go into park, you put the car in park, you step off the brake, you can still feel the car shake before it stops shaking, because that's where the gear locks into each other. So it has a little bit of play right there, and that kind of transfer over to a belt driven. So same thing with this magnet, it's gonna repel with one another. So it's not gonna sit on top of each other. It's gonna be like a diagonal thing like this. So I'm not sure about the precise of this. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's take a look at this right here. It's just a quick video of a dual head, single head with their each one. You can go ahead and watch this whole video, but I'm just gonna skip to some of the parts here. Right here, it's doing printing with 2 other 3D printers simultaneously. And right here, it's doing 4, I believe. Oh my god, that looks really cool, to be honest. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. So they advertise this as your profit if you're gonna be using this to 3D print and sell parts. Well, definitely, right? 4 tool heads, it's gonna be 1 tool heads, and with 0 waste, 1 second change, it's gonna be a lot faster and definitely material saved. Let's keep continuing. So this is how you unlock this potential saving. It's still using the basic of 3D printers with the drifting gear that drive to a smaller gear with the filament and then the fan at the rear front. Tool head changes just 1 second. Just look at this. It's just boom, go to home and then change. That is actually really fast. 1 L4 more than 4 printers. Okay, we'll take a look at this, right? It's gonna save a lot more space. Keep in mind this is 1 compared to 4. So if you buy 4 of these, it's gonna take 38% more space. And if we take a look at this 3D printer right here, anyone know what this 3D printer is? It's Bamboom 3D printer. I believe it's the P2S. This one is Bamboom P2S. Or it could be their H2C or whatever. If we just take a look at this, compared with all the 3D printer, this LightMake L4 3D printer is actually pretty good because it has a really big build volume. And with 4 print head, you can print 4 parts out at the same time. But I wonder how big the print volume is if you're going to be using 4 tool heads. Hopefully they answered that here as well. Let's go down here. 1 machine for output. Yes, cue the purge. So yeah, this is definitely true because I did test this with the Snapmaker U1 and the Creator 5 from FlashForge compared to other 3D printers. All the 3D printers is just so much waste with tool heads, print heads. You only waste the material that you purge out at the very beginning, and it definitely saves lots and lots of time. So it looks like it can print TPU, it can print PA at the same time or together. Uncompromising massive volume. Okay, let's take a look at this. 1 single color, we can print this massive lamp right here. 386, 370 multicolor. Okay, so same volume. 4 batch production. Okay. So here it answers my question. So if you're going to be printing 4 things at the same time, it limits you to 177, 195, but the height is still 386. So 177 by 195, that is quite small. You can't really print much with that, but I think it is still enough room for you to print something like this. So I think it's fine. And the max print speed is going to be 500 millimeters per second. I don't know why 3D printer goes to 500 millimeters per second now, because back when Core XY 3D printers just started to come out, everybody was advertising at 600, but now people will reduce it to 500. I believe that was just for advertising back then, but now they just reduce it to 500. And motion precise is 1 micrometer. So if this is true, then it's really good, because 1 micrometer, it's so small. If you compare to millimeter, it's 0.001 millimeter. So if it's that precise, then the tolerance of this 3D printer might be really good. I'm really interested to test that with magnets. Hopefully it can be this precise. Right here is a direct drive kinetic. So they're testing this with the back and forth motion of the magnet. And if we take a look at that build plate there, it does vibrate a little bit because the movement head is just really aggressive. So hopefully it can be precise, fast, and anti-vibration. Closed loop precision. So right here, the motion precision is 1 micrometer, and a human here is 70 micrometer. So it's 70 times more precise than a human here, which is crazy insane. The advertise here, belt drive versus linear motors with magnet. And with this, it can last about 10 years of usage if you use about 14 hours daily, which is pretty good if you think about it. If it really lasts 10 years, then it is definitely really good. And oh, look at this, they have their own UI slicer, but definitely look like it's similar to workout slicers. I hope this 3D printer give us like lots of stats like this. I love looking at these kind of chart stats. It's just really fun. Oh my gosh, look at this. It has so many information here. Oh wow, look at this. They integrate this AI into the slicing. That is gonna be crazy. Print the shoe model PDG, blah, 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 complete within 7 hours, high print quality. What if you just do like complete within 30 minutes? Will that be able to generate for you? I don't know. Everybody just integrating AI into everything these days. Perfect from the ground up. Queen standing stability. I really want to test this as well, just to see if this will work. But it definitely seems that they have reduced the print speed and the motion of the print head from here to make sure that it's not vibrating. But if you crank it up to the maximum potential, I think it's gonna vibrate a little bit. And oh, look at this. It looks like it has 2 cameras, one on each corner, which is really interesting because there's no 3D printer that has 2 cameras at all. It can auto read what filament you are using, and you have this cool interface. It definitely looks really cool. So here they have some footage of real testing of this 3D printer. If you want, you can go ahead and take a look at that. And now we're back to the deposit pricing here. So if you take a look at this, if you do the deposit, you may be able to get this 3D printer, the L4 version at $1,099, or the L1 version at $899. To be honest, if I were to get this, I'm just gonna go with the L4. Even though I'm sacrificing a little bit of the build volume, I think the L4 makes so much sense if you compare the price here. If the L1 is like $699 or something like that, then maybe, right? Or if this is like $1,400 and this is $900, then maybe the L1 makes sense. But at this price point, the L4 just make a lot more sense. And I feel like they do this just so that everybody will take the L4 instead of the L1, which is a really smart advertisement move. And both of these use linear motor direct drive for the X and Y axis with magnets. This one has 4 tool heads or print head. This one has 1 print head. This one has 8 motor sets. This one has 3. This can print up to 16 color with their feds. So I believe the feds is pretty much like their AMS system or the system at the right hand corner right here. If you go with the L1, it's just going to be the filament here, and then you're just going to drive the filament to the print head. And also from the look of this, it looks like the print head is twisted 90 degrees, pretty much like how the FlashForge 3D printer is. It's twisted 90 degrees with the print head this way instead of this way, which is really interesting. So if you have 4 tool heads, the build volume is going to go down to 354 by 370 by 386. But if you only have 1 tool head, the max volume build is 395 by 395 by 386. I still feel like this is big enough because on my K2 Plus or the S1 Max, I don't even use the 350 by 350 full build plate. So I think this is still enough space for you to print a lot and lots of goods. And if you're going to be printing multicolor, it also reduces from 370 to 350. So if you take a look at this, I think that's going to be the long way right here. These extra 2 print heads are going to be taking that extra 20 or so millimeter here, but I think it's still big enough. Okay, we can definitely see more information here. So the max temperature for the tool heads is 320, same thing. For the bed is 110. It's pretty standard. 1000 millimeters per second. Printing speed is 500. Max acceleration is that. You get a 6.5-inch color touchscreen, which is pretty nice. And I like how they don't downside the touchscreen for the L1, which is pretty good in my opinion. Some 3D printer company does that, not to name anybody, but the BBL. Okay, this one comes in standard 0.4. It has 4 GB of storage with expandable USB, support auxiliary model cooling. Okay, so it has that as well. But the difference is here, it has 2 cameras. This one has 1 camera. You can print all of these filaments, same as this one. Same thing here. Filament change system, it's optional. I like this. What's in the box? So they already told us what's in the box if you reserve their VIP exclusive thing. So you're going to be getting the 3D printer itself plus 1 PI sheet included. Okay, this is interesting. PI is still sheet included. Why did they include that? Isn't it obvious if you buy the 3D printer, you should get this PI sheet with the 3D printer, right? If you don't get that, how would you print something? But anyway, you get PTFE tubing, 4 of them. You get 4 of the smaller tubing as well. You get a power cable, you get tool accessories. I love this. I love when 3D printers company include accessories for these, because if you think about it, not everybody has many 3D printers and not everybody has tools laying around. If this is your first 3D printer, then the tools and accessory box is going to be very useful. You also get a quick start guide for filament holder, and if you are a VIP exclusive, you have 4 filament as well. Global reliability, support local and stuff like that. If you need support, you can contact them. They are LightMake, founded in 2025. Okay, so they just recently founded the company, so that's why I never heard of this company before. Okay, hopefully they will stay true to their word and deliver this 3D printer. And here's all the questions if you have. If this 3D printer comes out and it's really as good as they say, with the anti-vibration, with all of these specs, well, pretty much these are just normal specs, but with the 4 tool heads and it works out of the box really good, I think this 3D printer is going to be one of the best 3D printers out there. And consider the MSRP price at $2,400. I feel like that is pretty nice. If you compare it to other 3D printers, like one of the Bamboo 3D printer, it costs $2,000 as well. It has these tool swap, but it still costs $2,000, and the build volume is a lot bigger. And if you also compare it to Prusa, the 5 tool heads, that one was like $3,000 or $4,000. This one is $2,400. It's pretty nice. If you get all these features, you get this linear motor drive with no belt, just magnet. I think this 3D printer is gonna go pretty far if they get everything right and their support is top notch. I might back this project up because it's just really interesting of the 4 independent print head. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is this 3D printer gonna be something big, or is it just like a 3D printer just with 4 tool heads and it's nothing special? Because that is pretty much what this is. The main focus of this 3D printer is just the 4 independent print head. As you saw there, this 3D printer does have a lot of potential with all the specs and all the advertisement that they are doing right now. This 3D printer does seems like it could go very far if the 3D printer is going to be good when it comes into the market. If the 3D printer is going to be really good out of the box with no issue, or maybe a small issue but can be fixed later in the future, and with a really good customer support, I think this 3D printer and the company might go pretty far in this industry. The pricing and all of that stuff, I think it is pretty okay-ish compared to other types of 3D printers that is similar to this one. Person has a different opinion on that. And for me personally, I think this 3D printer is just definitely interesting. And I'm loving this concept of no belt, just magnet, and with 4 tool heads and a big build volume. I think this 3D printer is gonna be wild. But that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you plan to back this project? And are you interested in this 3D printer? And if you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe because more amazing videos like this is coming. And if you haven't yet become a member of the YouTube channel, it helps me tremendously. And as always, keep on 3D printing.